Icefield Parkway is one of the most scenic routes in the world. It starts near Lake Louise in Banff and goes to Jasper. It covers a distance of 232 kilometers. The Icefield Parkway was built in 1940. You require permit to enter the Banff and Jasper National Park area. One can get a family pass at 140 Canadian dollars for 1 year. For most part, the highway has one lane on each side and the maximum driving speed is 90 kilometers per hour. There are no gas stations between Banff and Jasper, and so you're advised to take gas at the start of your journey. There are mobile type restrooms on the way. Mostly they are wooden kiosks. As we were entering the national park, we were advised that it's going to be snow on the way, and we were truly fortunate to see snow during the summer season. Our first stop that day was Athabasca Glacier, which is one of the most accessible glaciers in the world, and it's the most visited glacier in North America. It's about 6 kilometers long and has an area of about 6 kilometer squares. You can pick up the tickets at the visitor center, and then a bus takes you up to the point from where you can take the specialized snowmobile. These are very specialized vehicles. There are only 23 of the kind in the world, and out of which 22 are deployed at Athabasca Glacier. The wheels are almost 5 feet or more in diameter and at least 3 to 4 feet in width. These vehicles are driven very carefully at a very slow speed along the treacherous slopes, and they bring you right up to the glacier. It's a thrilling experience to be on the glacier, and you can move around, have your pictures taken along with the Canadian flag, and play with the snow. Athabasca Glacier is about 800 feet thick. It has been gradually retreating, and it is said that since 19th century it has retreated about 1500 meters. Currently, the place where the visitor center and the parking area are located was once part of the glacier. When the snow survives the entire year, the fresh snow of the season falls over the previous snow layers, and thus compaction takes place, eventually formation of ice, and this layer of ice gradually thickens and becomes the glacier. The glacier moves under its own weight downwards. The glaciers can be treacherous sometimes as there are crevasses, and if one is not aware, he can fall in the crevasses. There have been many accidents. There have also been two accidents with the snowmobiles. In one case, three people died, whereas in another case, one person died. In view of the treacherous nature of the glacier, you are allowed only to move around in a certain restricted area, and there are boundary markings which tell you not to go beyond. There are times when the snow melt is faster than the accumulation of snow. In these cases, the glaciers gradually retract. Cases where the fallen snow equals the melted snow, then the glaciers are in equilibrium. We had a wonderful time at the glacier, and it was now time to return back. We boarded the snowmobile. On some of the slopes, snow had not fully covered, and the black rocks were seen out of the snow. The snowmobile brought us to a point from where we took another bus, which took us to the famous skywalk. The skywalk is a cantilever structure made of steel and has a glass bottom. It juts out from the rock cliff, and you can walk on the glass bottom and look at the uh, mountain valley below. There is also a river flowing down. The total height of the platform above the cliff is about 60 meters. The view from the top is truly gorgeous, and one can easily spend an hour or so at the skywalk. However, it was cloudy and misty, accompanied by a little rain on that day, so we didn't have views which on a clear day we could have had. We took the bus back to the visitor center and had some snacks as well as hot chocolate at the restaurant at the visitor center. After our snacks, we came out on the uh, gallery of the visitor center, from where we had wonderful views of the Athabasca glacier. It was time to say goodbye to the Athabasca glacier and the skywalk. Our next stop was the Sunwapta Falls. Sunwapta Falls originates from the Athabasca glacier, and it's about 60 feet tall and about 30 feet wide. In summer or spring season, it has a lot of water. In the Stony language, Sunwapta means turbulent water. The Sunwapta Falls has two parts, the upper and lower. The upper portion is more accessible, and generally people see the upper parts. The last stop on our journey was the Athabasca Falls. Athabasca Falls is about 80 feet tall and about 150 feet wide. It is less known for the height and more for the copious flow in the falls. We had a truly wonderful day visiting the Athabasca Glacier, the Skywalk, as well as the two falls, Sunwapta Falls and the Athabasca Falls. We must come down here again to see this area. Adios.